Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Bernard here with Scott Schoonover of Union Avenue Opera. We've just been watching some video from last season. Can you tell us what that was?
Yeah, that was actually from 2 seasons ago. That was Das Rheingold of Wagner's Ring Cycle. And we're in a 4-year project right now of the Wagner Ring Cycle, 1 a year. And these are really grand, epic operas. Most of them, the original shows as written, were over 4 hours, and the last one's actually 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
So what we're doing is a reduced version of them by Jonathan Dove, who's an English composer, and he took each of these huge grand operas and reduced them down in scope to less than 3 hours, without really taking too much away. I mean,
that's like an amazing feat just to write that much.
I know. And imagine your audience, you know, trying to sit through it. And
well, I wasn't even going to go there.
I have sat through it.
I have respect for the artistic director.
No, I have it too. No, but this way, with the 3-hour length, it's a very good length. And I mean, that's with the intermission.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, and it also was written with huge orchestral forces in the beginning, like 80, which of course, who can afford an 80-person orchestra these days? And Dove's reduction takes it down to 24 players. Okay. So it's very manageable for us. And also, as we work a lot with young singers, which is part of our mission, young singers wouldn't be able to sing really over an 80-piece orchestra day after day, night after night.
So this is something interesting we were talking about before the show, is the singers perform without any kind of sound reinforcement.
Right, no amplification at all, and so they have to do that, of course, over these big orchestras, which make a lot of sound. And it's just the way that they're trained in order to be able to do that. But it certainly does take vocal rest as well. They have to balance very carefully so that they can keep healthy.
Yeah, so interesting. So 20 years, Union Avenue Opera, and you've been there, you founded it 20 years ago, and still artistic director, still going strong, still right there behind everything that's happening. So what's on the plan for this season?
Well, for our 20th year, we wanted to do La Traviata, which is one of Verdi's most beloved operas for sure, and also one of the name operas that people have heard of and know of. And it's a wonderful story, a love story. Obviously, it's a tragedy in the end. They're not all tragedies, but there's a lot of tragedies in opera. But it's going to be, for us, a place to really put some money and make it a beautiful show. We're spending a lot on costumes, a lot on sets. We're going to have the biggest chorus we've ever had before in our history. So for us, we've also got some wonderful talent coming in. Zulimar Lopez is playing Violetta, and Ricardo Iannello is playing Alfredo. So these are 2 people who are both making their debuts with us, a little bit higher up the scale than what we normally bring in.
Yeah, that's really exciting for your 20th year.
Yeah, I think so, So that's a good way to start that off. And it's being directed by Tim Osell, and I'll be conducting it. Then after that, we're moving to a St. Louis premiere. Andre Previn wrote an opera version of Streetcar Named Desire, and it's been done by every major opera house practically these days, and it was a sort of a vehicle for Renee Fleming, a very famous soprano who sang at the Super Bowl, the national anthem this year, if people know who she is. Anyway, it hasn't ever been done here, so we're bringing it to St. Louis in this big year for St. Louis. Obviously, the original play is a St. Louis author, and
Tennessee Williams with his roots,
of course.
And then wrapping it up with the Wagner.
The Wagner, yes.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Okay, so great season, and lots of great reasons to support Union Avenue Opera. We're really blessed in this town with lots of great music, lots of great opera.
Absolutely.
And so happy to have you guys after still going strong 20 years.
Thank you.
So real quick, trivia night coming up.
Oh yes, we have our 8th annual trivia night coming up. I think it's April the 12th, and it's just a really fun night. It's not specifically an opera trivia night, so anybody that can come. There's no opera themes, there's no opera questions.
So it's for everyone.
It's for everyone, certainly. So
perfect. So details are on our screen right now if you want to get involved with the trivia night and silent auction to benefit Union Avenue Opera. And beyond that, well, this Sunday we've got the Crescendo aria performance.
Yes, at 2 p.m.
At your theater. And then, of course, the summer May plans. Don't forget when you're doing your summer planning to make time for all the performances coming up at Union Avenue Opera. So tickets are on sale now for the upcoming season of Union Avenue Opera. Call the box office or visit their website, unionavenueopera.org, to order your tickets. And if you're a trivia night buff, reserve your spot today to test your skills on April 12th at their trivia night at the Heights. There's more STL TV Live coming up after this break. Stay tuned.